Hey everybody, I'm here in Antalya, Turkey, and I'm staying in a hostel. It's called Turhan Pansiyon Hostel. And the reason why I'm making this video is because the guy who you see sitting down, you can't see him very well because they turned off the lights to when I came in at around 1:30 in the morning. The reason why I'm making this video is because he is trying to kill me. How is he trying to kill me? He knows that they are pumping chemicals into the room, and he basically gets on the phone, lets them know that I've come in so that he can activate the chemicals. And the reason why I'm making the video is because when I came in today, he smirked at me, as in like, it'll only be a matter of time until I get you. And another reason I'm making the video is because he was comfortable sitting at the front desk, and he was sitting at the front desk doing nothing. But when he saw me leave, see, this guy's a dirty dog too. I don't even know who this guy is. But even though I don't know who this guy is, he knows about me and what they're doing to me based on what Muhammad has told them concerning me. Because he looked at me when I first walked up, and then they both whispered something and laughed. And it's 3 in the morning, and this guy's like in his 70s, but he comes outside. I've been outside for about 25 to 30 minutes, and I'm making this video because when I came downstairs, he thought I was going to be in because usually I never come out at this hour. But when I came downstairs, he looked at the clock because he knew that it was past my bedtime. And after he looked at the clock, he stayed put at the desk, and I walked past once, and when I walked past, he was very concerned to see if I was coming back in. And though he was sitting at the reception desk, which is a little far back, he made sure that he was watching where I was going or if I was coming back in, so that he could, so that he would be able to, I'm so tired I can barely even talk, so that he could know whether or not he needed to be on the watch out for me. And as you see, he's doing nothing. Why is he outside? Reason number one, he's probably outside because the chemicals are strong and he doesn't want to get exposed to them. And reason number two, he's watching me to see if I look like I'm coming back. And right now, he's just sitting there. He doesn't speak English like most Turkish don't. And yeah, he's right there. He's right there, looking like a fucking fool. And yeah, I said it, he's looking like a fucking fool. This guy is older than a lot of people's grandparents, but yet this guy wants to kill me. And the thing about him is he's Muslim. He does the prayer, he has the beads, he listens to the Quran, but yet this bitch is trying to kill me on the other end. That's why they say that religion is man-made. And there's a difference between being religious and being spiritual. This motherfucker over here is religious, not spiritual, because if he were, the equivalent in Islam of the Holy Spirit would have told him, this is not right what you're doing to this guy who's actually bought a bottle of water for your fat potbelly ass. What's happening here is no different than what happened in Macedonia, but here they were a lot more pushy with the things that they wanted to do to me. They tried so hard to get me to change rooms to a room that was better organized for them to be able to carry out whatever it was they wanted to carry out. And I do believe it was death. And they think that they merely have to sprint to the finish line, and that's why they're very anxious to get me now, because they think that they have to sprint to the finish line before I'm dead. Because with the chemicals they pumped in today into the room, they made me like literally want to fall asleep as soon as I went into the room. I was so freaking sleepy, like after being in the room only 2 minutes, you know? And a lot of people don't understand this, even if they're targeted individuals, but this is a level that they're at. And do I believe they have the chemicals in every country I go to? Hell yeah, they do. They use this stuff for war and other things. They always have it ready. I don't know where they store it. I don't know all of this stuff, but what I do know is that this stuff is not in my imagination. When I first came to the hostel, everything was fine for the first 5 days. And then after that, they started pumping different chemicals in to get me very sick. I was very sick today. I was very sick yesterday, and I was sick the day before yesterday because of the chemicals that they've been pumping in. And I just can't stand dirty dogs. These people, they do it because they want to earn money. And that's why they sell out people like me who've done nothing wrong to them. But the reality of the matter is that they want to earn money and have a more comfortable life. But ultimately, in the long run, they're not going to have a more comfortable life because what they're doing is they are teaching the 1% and the people who run this evil type of invisible slavery. They're teaching them, there's so many people in the world who will do anything for money. And because of that, we have them in the palm of our hands and they don't even know it. Every time they compromise and try to do this shady stuff like killing an innocent individual like me who they have never never who they can't say not one negative thing about, every time they try to do it, they teach the 1% and the evil people a little bit more about who they are. And if the mark of the beast or the one world order thing does kick into play very soon, it'll be because of people like him who police the innocent. You know, it'll be because of people like him who will do anything for money and will go along with what's required, even if that means getting the chip, the mark of the beast, because they thirst for money so much. Look at him. I wish you could see him easier. You really can't. But he looks like just an average old man, but he's dirty. And it's so weird because when I first came into this hostel, my spirit didn't agree with it, even though it was only $9 a night. And it's a clean hostel, no bugs or anything. $9 a night, my own bedroom, my own bathroom. And you can't beat that. You really can't. But my spirit didn't agree with it. And the weird thing is that my spirit was always vexed when I was inside. But whenever I would walk outside and left the premises of this place, whenever I would walk outside, my spirit wasn't vexed anymore. And I think that I can see now that it was because of this place. There's so many dirty people in the world. I want to get closer, but I don't want him to know that I'm filming him. You know what I mean? And my thing is, why are you on the lookout, like on the side of the street? You understand what I mean? It's really sad. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand? It's really, really sad. It's really sad. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's really weird when you think about it, you know? I we I don't know. I kind of want to get a really good look of his face, but I don't want it to be too obvious what I'm doing. But as you can see, that's the sign to the place that I'm staying. And he's sitting on the porch like a fucking idiot. And I usually don't talk bad like this, but I'm talking bad now because these people are literally trying to kill me. If there is someone who knows that this thing really exists, please, please, please comment on this video. Please comment. I want you to come in. And he thinks that I'm about to go inside because I've come closer to the door, and he's getting a little bit happy. You can just see it. But the thing is, no, I'm not. Well, actually, I am, just so I can get a good look of him. And maybe you need to see what it looks like. You know, maybe you need to see what it looks like. Maybe you don't need to be mad anymore. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is the entrance, and this is his desk. So every time there's only one exit. So every time I come in and go out, and you can kind of see him sitting there still. But anyway, this is the desk. This is the hostel. Every time that every time, well, I'm not even saying anything, but every time I go in and come out, they always can see when I go in and come out. As you can see, this is another place, another room that sometimes operate. I'm not gonna go in there, even though I want to. Here is the picture of. He says he's Turkish, but I don't know if I believe it. But I think it's the owner or someone related to the owner. If it's the owner, it was him when he was very young. And if it's the owner, it was him when he was very young because it doesn't look like him now. But he has that. He says he's Turkish, but he has that Asian look going on. And here we're on the first floor. These are the rooms. Room 106, 107. My room is 209, and this is the room that is below my room, 107. And the reason why I'm making this is because today the cleaning lady had this door open and she had this door open, which is 106. And I think she was letting the rooms air out. The reason why I think she was letting the rooms air out was because she there was a buildup of all the chemicals that they were pumping because I know that they work from the rooms that are a floor below mine because the second floor is basically the last floor. It's basically the last floor. This is my room, 209, right here. But there's someone in this room, but because it's on the other side, yeah. But and then the cleaning lady, when she saw that I had looked in the rooms had been clean and made up, and the doors were wide open. I'm a guest here. I've been here for over 3 weeks. I have a right to look in the room. The woman, she doesn't really care for blacks, and that is one thing. She didn't care for blacks, but also when you combine that with the fact that they have an agenda towards me because they've been informed about me. Um, when you combine those two realities, and even look, I'm not even in my room, but I still feel the chemicals. I can like feel myself getting drowsy and sleepy, literally. But anyway, the woman doesn't like blacks. And then because she's been informed about me, she can do anything and get away with it. That's how difficult a lot of blacks have it when they travel. They are loners. They are big loners. And on top of that, another thing to make note of is the fact that Turkish people, Macedonian people, whatever, they are very close knit. And even the owner can talk about me and about all the dirty things that they're doing to me with their colleagues who don't share a blood relation, and they know their colleagues will never tell because they have that racial camaraderie working in their favor. And I don't because I'm an outsider. Or better yet, I am a black outsider. So, we're not valued in society if you allow a lot of people to narrate what they believe their opinions of blacks should be. And as a result of that, no one cares about harming a black because in a lot of people's minds, we are subhuman. We're not really real. We're not human. Yeah, we're not human. I guess he thought he was able to go inside. He probably didn't want to go inside too soon because I've been talking on the phone to my mom about how. Watch this. He's looking at me. Yep, he was following me going down the street with his eyes, wondering where am I going. But yeah, I was talking to my mom about how they're always outside, and they whenever I come inside, then they rush in so they can let them know that I'm inside and just start pumping the fumes and stuff. Oh, and this is the street that I live down. They're like three internet cafes. But another day, I'll tell you the story about how I was applying for a teaching job online, and I was almost done with my application, and they wanted to hack into the system and ruin my application. So what they did was um, what they did was they shut all of the computers off in the computer lab. They're like 40 or 50 computers in the computer lab. They made sure that they shut down all of the computers and knocked it out, and the computers were out for like an hour or two. But yeah, I'm gonna make this video a million years. I just kind of wanted to catch you up since I haven't posted a video in a very long time. Have a good night.